Can't get that on. This big old head. Got a big old head, girl. What if I rip it? I'm trying to put it on my big old head. What's up, my baby daddies? Welcome back to my channel. I miss you. Airplane as fuck. Airplane all that shit as fuck. Now the police wanna come. Go ahead, drive by. I'm here with West Kissed Hair. I just wanted to style it on camera and have like a little chit chat with y'all. I'm gonna try and get it done in like 15 minutes. That's my whole goal, like trying to get like some bombshell curls in 15 minutes. Ooh, this hair smells so good. Just washed it. So I'm gonna start a timer once I brush all the hair out. Before I start talking, I'm gonna blow dry my hair flat so that way you can hear me talking. Start a timer for 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes, starting now.
Now that shit's flatter than a pancake. I like low-key wanted to talk about why I'm single, because it seems like a lot of people try to throw it in my face. They always like to say, oh, that's why you're single, or like, not even if it's talking about me, literally maybe if it's just talking about black women, they'll be like, that's why black women are single. And that shit irritates the fuck out of me, because for one, that's not why black women are single. Like, everybody's single for one, at the same rate, same statistics. Like, it's just black men are more desirable by everybody. So black men have to satisfy the needs of all women. And I'm not talking about all black men, because you basic ass black men be thinking that we talking about y'all when it really has nothing to do with you. That wasn't a good curl. We'll get back to it. I don't know why people try to use it as an insult towards black women, like it's a prize to be in a relationship, when most of you men can't even take care of a woman in a relationship. Like, why do you guys make it seem like it's a prize to be with a bum ass nigga that can't do shit for me? You know that there's, look, you know that there's a lot of men out there in the world. For the past 4 years, okay, I've been paying my own bills. I've been taking my own car to the shop. I've been, you know, getting my own nails done, buying my own makeup, getting my own hair. So I just don't understand the need for a man. If I walked out to the 7-Eleven across the street from my house right now and I walked up to a guy and told him like I liked him, I could probably get into a relationship with him. I'm fucking funny. I think I'm pretty fucking cute. I don't think I'm cute. Everybody think I'm cute. The people who don't think I'm cute, they just mad. I'm at the point right now where I don't even think I could be in a relationship, because I was talking to a guy, I am talking to a guy who's a good guy. You know, there's a couple things that I don't like about him. To be in a relationship that's pretty much like you taking on somebody else's burdens. I don't want to be burdened. Is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing to not want to be burdened, to just want to be at home by myself? Like, I don't have to worry about anybody's emotions. I don't have to worry about anybody worried about me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just minding my own business. I can eat what I want. No one's gonna tell me not to fart or burp. No one's gonna tell me except for myself.
What up, bitch?
Oh, I didn't even pause the timer. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. What was I saying? I don't know if I'm done getting these phone calls, but let's start this timer back up. What was I saying? Oh, I don't know. I just don't feel like I could love anybody again or ever. Like, I don't remember what I was talking about at the end of the last video. These people keep calling my phone. It's a Friday night, so everybody's confused why I'm still in the house, but I'm just on some I want to make YouTube videos type shit. So anyways, let me just start at a random point. I'm kind of like talking to my baby daddies right now, okay? You shouldn't be ashamed of being single, okay? People who rush into relationships, they're always miserable. If the relationship isn't perfect, then why be in it? There's no reason for you to be in a relationship that's not perfect. And people are like, relationships aren't perfect, but bitch, you can get a relationship that's damn near perfect. And if not, guess what? Guess what relationship is always gonna be perfect? As long as you're mentally sane. The relationship with you and yourself. That relationship is always gonna be good as long as you're mentally okay, you know? Get out that whole, oh, I need to be with a man. I need a man to be to feel pretty. Like in arguments, bitches love to be like, oh, I got a man, so nothing cares. Like no one cares. Like there was a point in my life where I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm so ugly, but I have a boyfriend. It's like, bitch, that doesn't mean you cute. Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean you're cute. And I see girls, I don't have arguments like that anymore, but I know I see girls have arguments like that on like pictures of Cardi B and shit, like stupid ass posts, and they just arguing about nothing for no reason for nobody. Like, he probably in somebody else's DM right now. You need to find yourself first. Until you're peaceful with yourself and you're at peace with yourself, you're not gonna be in a good relationship. You can't. How can you be in a good relationship when you still have issues with yourself? You don't even know yourself. Do you like PDA? Do you love public displays of affection? Do you like when someone grabs your butt in public or kisses you on the mouth in public? Or do you like holding hands walking through the mall? Do you know if you like these things? Your spouse is gonna have to like the same things you like. If you like kissing in public and your spouse doesn't like that, that's gonna be annoying. Or the opposite. Every time he tries to kiss you and you're like, man, nigga, watch out. Like, we in public. There's babies around. Like, honestly, I hate PDA. You know what I mean? Some of you guys are in relationships and or even married and have never felt an orgasm before. Why? Why do you think that's okay? Why are you content with that? I was in a relationship for 3 years. I don't even remember the guy's name, but I'm just kidding, I'm being petty. I never even spoke about it on here. After the breakup, I don't think I'm gonna do this in 15 minutes. It might have to be 20. The whole time I was in a relationship with him, I had an orgasm maybe once or twice, and they were both on accident. Like, for 3 years, bitch, 3 years and 2 orgasms. Like, that nigga busted a nut almost every night. And I'm sorry, mom, if you're watching this, but why you on my videos? Get off my videos. That's not fair. And I was cooking and cleaning and doing all this stuff. And on top of that, we was splitting rent. It's not like he was paying my rent. Like, you know, I had a roommate that I was raising. I raised him, and then he fucking turned his back on me. He fucking disrespected the shit out of me. You really gotta love yourself first, because even after all of that shit that he did to me, I still gave him another chance. Like, he cheated on me like 3 or 4 times before I finally was like, bro, no, I'm lying. He cheated on me 3 or 4 times. He probably cheated on me way more than that. But I caught him 3 times or 4 times. He was able to lie his way out of it each time. The 3rd time, I caught him physically. So the other 2 times, I want to say it was 3 times in total. The other 2 times I caught him cheating was like through text messages. Like, he was responding to somebody. He told me he was doing something and he wasn't gonna do that. He was actually gonna meet up with a girl or some bullshit like that. And he'll be like, well, did I meet up with her? I didn't end up meeting up with her, right? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, saying stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, but you planned on it. And then I felt stupid. So, you know what I mean? He ended up making me feel stupid because he was doing the wrong thing. How? How does that even work, bro? Girls are in relationships and they just letting niggas treat them anyhow. Niggas not bringing nothing to the table. You're paying all the bills. Why don't you just enjoy your life? Why don't you just do your makeup, do your hair, like sit down and have fun with your girlfriends, like go out to nightclubs, go hiking. Like, there's so much that you could do in life that doesn't even cost a lot of money that you could enjoy without a man. Like, you don't need a man. As a matter of fact, it's always best to have a best friend of the same sex as you. So that way, you know, when your man does end up getting you mad, maybe when you're older and married or something and your husband gets you mad, you can go to your best friend's house. All my baby daddies, whether you're a boy or a girl, what I would recommend to you to do is to get your money up. Get your money all the way the hell up. Like, get it up as far as you can before you decide to settle down. If you like stop worrying about boys or girls, depending on whatever you like best, and you started worrying about your paper or about changing your community or your lifestyle or like focusing on your health or something where you just put all that energy that you want to put into a relationship so bad, if you put that into something else, like change your eating habits or your workout habits, you know what I mean? That could actually, you could actually become something extremely great. The end all be all isn't a spouse. That's not the end of your life. Some people, actually the people who lived the longest never even got married. The people who lived the longest were by themselves their whole life. Not all of them, but there are a lot of people who live their whole life without ever getting married. But there was a lady who said that she lived as long as she did, and she looks as good as she did. I want to say she was like 102 because she never had to deal with men. This old lady, I want to find that story. I don't know where I can find it, but yeah, that was when I read that article. That shit made me feel like, oh, okay, I don't need a man. She didn't need a man. And if I do get a man, you gonna have to fit into my shit. She didn't need a man and she was happy. and she lived a long ass life, and she didn't need nobody. If you have really good friends, like you got homies at the gym, you got homies at the store, if you just living your best life and you're just walking around with a smile on your face, making people mad, because people hate when you're happy, and they're not, like, they don't understand how come they can't be happy, and it's because they're looking for validation in somebody else, when really all your validation, everything that you need is right inside of you. All you have to do is find it. You know what I mean? Like, you could go to the gym for a week and be like, let me see if this is what's gonna make me happy. If that's not it, then bitch, try something else. Go hiking and you see if you like to fucking hike. And if you like hiking, then girl, do that every day. Or you could pick up a sport, like a hobby, like basketball or some shit. Like, you might be a basketball player and don't even know it. Go play soccer with the boys, you know what I mean? Just enjoy yourself, come back home, go to work, do your things. Like, you know, there's so much shit that you could do. There's just so much shit that you could do that it doesn't make any sense for you to think that the only reason why you would be great is if you had a man. Like, I keep seeing posts on my Facebook, people wondering why they're single. It's like, girl, because it's not your time yet. Like, relax. There's one girl who makes videos about it. Her name is like B Simone, the real B Simone, or Simone B. I don't want to say it wrong, but she makes videos all the time talking about how she's pretty much like desperate, and it's a joke. You can tell she's joking about it, but I feel like that culture is kind of getting real, especially to a lot of the younger women, or the women in our generation, like the millennial generation. 22, I believe, is the cutoff. Like, if you're 22 right now, then you're a millennial. If you're anything younger than that, then you're Generation X. But yeah, if you're above 22 to like 36 or something like that, then you're a millennial. And I feel like our millennials, they think that if they're not married, then they're just part of the statistic. And let me just let you guys know that the statistic is fake as fuck. Like, I was watching a TV show, or a YouTube show actually, and they were talking about how they always try to preach that black women are the least desirable, along with Asian men. And they don't tell us why. They don't say who voted. They don't say who they asked. Because if you went to Africa and you asked them, who do you guys like better, black people or white people, they're going to pick black people. Like, but if you're doing a statistic in America, trying to see what type of people white boys like, of course it's not going to be black people, because you guys market us as ratchet ass coons on TV. Of course they're not going to pick us. That's the only way you guys portray us, as bush hood rats. So why would anybody want us here? Don't let that shit get to you. Before someone says some dumb shit to you, you look at them in their face and be like, you're not worth my time. This hair is so pretty. I only got 1 minute left and a whole another section to go. I don't think that's gonna work. I think this gonna be like 25 minutes, damn near 30, shit. It's probably because I'm talking though, because I be getting this shit done when I'm in a rush, okay? You see how this wand just like handles business though? Oh my God. I don't even need to hype this wand up anymore. I've been hyping this shit up for damn near years, okay? I don't even switch the barrels. It has 8 barrels, but I don't even switch the barrels. Like, this barrel is good for all lengths, sizes, everything, okay? I'm gonna list the things I could bring to the table in a relationship. The things I can bring to the table doesn't necessarily mean that I will bring it to the table based on my spouse. You know what I mean? Say my spouse likes to cook. I'm not about to cook. You can do that. You say you like doing it. Like, why would I interrupt your craft, your skill? That's like a talent. I'm never gonna interrupt someone's talent. I'm self-made. I work for myself and have been for 4 years, and I'm not a hobo yet. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm smart as fuck. Actually, I'm overeducated. I'm overqualified, bitch. The unlearning process is a long one, and I'm already doing it. I've been doing it for years. And you got to unlearn, because the stuff that they teach us here is bullshit. I just saw a book that is teaching kids that white people came to the United States and asked the Indians to share. It's like a children's book, and it's like, we asked the Indians to share, so the Indians gave us some of their land, and then they went to a different part of the land and they stayed there, and that's where they've been ever since. What? There's no way. I'm pretty logical. I don't get mad for no reason. I'm not a crazy bitch. I'm not gonna hit you unless I know that we fighting and you gonna have to hit me back and we gonna have to squabble, okay? or somebody's gonna die. If I'm hitting a man, I know that I'm trying to kill myself. At this age, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, it was different. When I was younger, it was different. You be hitting boys because you thought it was cool. You thought you could fight them. You know what I mean? I used to fight. Actually, there's probably a video on YouTube of me fighting a boy. I used to fight boys all the time, but that was because I was a tomboy and I had 2 big brothers. So I always would fight my brothers and I'll fight those stupid boys that would mess with me. I'm strong. That resonates into one of the things that I bring to the table. I'm strong. I'm always gonna fight for mine. So if you're having a baby with me, your baby ain't never gonna lose no fights because I'm gonna be beating them up ever since I'm just kidding. I know discipline and I know limits. I know boundaries, you know? Doesn't mean I'm not gonna cross them. I cross boundaries every day of my life, but I know them. And I acknowledge them, you know. I'm well kept. I know how to clean. I clean after myself. I put things back after I use them. I know how to do hair. If you have a daughter, if you have a little baby daughter, or if I have a little baby daughter, I'm gonna be able to take care of her. I know how to dress. I know how to change a diaper. I know how the woman's body works. I know how breastfeeding works, and I know how to make myself come. At the end of the day, I'm winning. Whoever gets me as a wife, and not only that, I come up with crazy ideas every day that if I had a partner to help me build it on them, I would be a millionaire by now, a billionaire by now, actually. You know what I mean? I am the GOAT. I got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I could have left that in for a little bit longer, but whatever. So, yeah. You guys, just remember what you're worth. You guys need to learn your worth and know it. Like, learn it and know it. Know that nobody can ever take you or take advantage of you or take advantage of the things that you could do for somebody. Never let that happen, boy or girl. I don't care what it is. Everybody needs to know their role. I feel like this could be curled better. Everybody needs to know their role. And as a woman and as a man, you need to know that a man needs to do something in a relationship. And our generation of men, they weren't raised that way. They didn't know. You know what I mean? First of all, they weren't given the opportunities the same as though, I'm talking about black boys anyways. They weren't given the same type of opportunities as their white colleagues, let me call them. I don't want to call them counterparts. So they weren't given the same opportunities, you know what I mean? So how can we expect them to be making the same type of money as the white boys and as the Asian boys and as the other people? Like, we see all these Asian girls getting married and all these white girls getting married, and that's because the guys that they're attracted to are making good money and they can afford a wedding. There's a lot of Nigerians getting married too, and that's because their parents came here not to fuck around. Their parents didn't come here thinking that they wouldn't make it. They came here knowing that they were gonna make it. You know what I mean? Whereas black people, African American people, were trained to believe and to know, because it's true, that they're not gonna make it in the United States. No, this isn't your country, this isn't your land. You should go back to where you came from. Except for, I don't know where I came from because y'all stole me, you know? You know, when I talk about stuff like this, I just really want y'all to take it in and understand, because you know, I just kind of get tired of people having huge platforms and they don't use it for the right things. You know what I mean? They don't use it to help their people. Like, I see black people that are doing great. There's no way I would have been at Oprah's success and I haven't done shit for black people yet. Like, and I'm not talking about regular shit that someone that makes $1 million a year could do. I'm talking about shit that Oprah could do for black people. Oprah by herself, if she, like, literally, if Oprah took out 10% of what she's worth and put that into just building a black community where it's just black people and she's just helping black people, do you know how big that'll be? If black people treated their businesses the same way white people and Asian people and Mexican people treated their business, where they only hire white people or Asians or Mexicans, you know, Indians, when they have little stores, they only hire themselves. Filipinos, they only hire themselves. Vietnamese, you don't see no black people in nail salons. Okay, like, exactly. So they only hire their own. And when black people say that that's what they want to do, then now we're racist. Oh no, you guys are racist. You want to open a business and you want to only hire black people? You're racist. It's like, nobody. It's been like that. It's always been like that. Every time, if you guys want to tell me that something is equal, when I turn on a TV, every commercial that has a white person should have a black person standing right next to them. But no, that's not how it is. When you're watching TV, you see a you see a little black person every now and then, but most of the commercials are white people. Are you trying to tell me that black people didn't audition? Or were you not promoting the auditions to black people? Like, can we see some good representation as well? Until then, we're gonna have to get racist. Like, I feel like black people just have to get racist at the end of the day. We keep thinking that shit's gonna change for us and we're not really doing anything. Like, how is it gonna change? We just keep being peaceful. We keep protesting ever since the fucking 50s, 60s. Like, they've been protesting silently ever since then. When is some shit gonna change? Like, what can we do to shake some shit up? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. It's almost like they're content, and I feel like that's what white people always say about black people being lazy. It's like they're content. There was a guy who commented on one of my videos. He had to have been a white guy. It was actually on one of my posts on Facebook, and he was saying, you're a black lady and you over here fighting for black men. If only black men knew how to fight for you guys the way that you guys fight for them. Like, pretty much, but he wasn't saying it in a nice way. He was just like, aren't black men supposed to be fighting this battle? Like, where are they? Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Like, that's how he was, and it hurt me. Like, I couldn't even say nothing back. I'm like, you're right. Why am I arguing about this? At the end of the day, they don't give a fuck. Why should I give a fuck? Like, why do I give a fuck? Why do black women give a fuck so much? Like, when are black guys gonna stop being babies and grow the fuck up and do something about the shit that's going on? Not all black men. You see some black men doing some things, but I'm talking about, like, we need more. We need all of you guys. We need you guys to stop using those provocative and, like, I don't know, all those words that y'all use in music. Can we have like an establishment? Can Oprah like build an establishment? Like, I'm talking about Oprah because she's supposed to be one of the richest women in the world, right? If Oprah was to build an establishment, right, that screened music that was being sent into our communities, and it was like, if any music was talking about drugs, any music was talking about hoes and bitches, if any music was talking about this and that it got banned immediately from the radio. Do you think black people are going to be outraged? Oh my god, no, give us our drug music back. Give us our drug music back. We love their drug music, our trap music. We love it. We can still use the trap beats, but do we need to be like taking pocket? I'm selling shit and I shoot a nigga every day. I don't help my people. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm single, because I can't deal with that. Like, I can't deal with black men. And I don't want to be with any other race. And if you want to call that me being racist, call it that. But bitch, I got some melanin in my skin. And melanin costs more than gold. And I want my babies to have more melanin than me. I want my babies to be richer than me. I want my babies to have more gold than me. So yes, I do want a black guy, but I'm gonna need to have a black guy that's about his shit and has his shit right. And sometimes, like, you'll meet a guy who, you know, you think he got his shit right, and then you know, you see the way he acts around other people, and it's like, or like he's dirty as fuck. Like, nigga, when was the last time you took a bath? Like, there's a few things that just I can't let slide. So that's why I'm single. It's my choice. Look, girl, it's not that hard to be in a relationship. It's not. It's not. I did it before. This hair is from West Kiss Hair. I'm gonna do a review right now. I was styling the hair, and then I was like, oh, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to talk about this shit because that shit was on my mind. But I was styling the hair to do the review video. You know, that worked out. Okay, love you guys. Make sure you go out and do wonderful things in the world, and make sure no drama comes from anybody but me, because I'm your baby mama. I love you.
If you call a woman African woman, no go gree. She go say I be lady yo.